よし、着いたぞ。
Okay. We still can't go in here, can we? No. Alrighty. Let's just see if Yuna's here. Do I have any dishes? I have pasta needles. Here you go. Do you have anything to say? First promotion, Deputy Commander Douglas of the CGF was an instructor here at the Academy. He taught several practical training courses and often took it upon himself to help out with our survival training exercises as well. Believe me when I say this, the man is absolutely ruthless when he wants to be. I've watched recruits drop like flies one after the other from his drills. Even now, just thinking about it sends a chill down my spine. That's his style though. He's the kind of leader that'll give the nicest smile in the world while demanding you move mountains for him. I see why they call him Douglas the Demon. I'm a little envious you two got to train with the Deputy Commander. Guardsmen often call him the CGF's ray of hope. It would have been nice to learn under him during my time as a cadet. I guess you have a point. I am certainly grateful for how many times his lessons have helped me in an actual pinch. It's true. The Academy turned out many upstanding officers during his tenure as an instructor, Lloyd included. Selfish as it may sound, it made my heart ache to see him walk away from his position here. But I understand that his duty is to the CGF first and foremost. Plus, it's hard to turn down a direct request from Commander Bales. Okay. Yuna is not here. So I guess it's a good thing we met her when we did. Okay. Back to my car. Let's go. Might as well go to Belgar Gate. Let's finish out talking to the people I like to talk to. And see if we can run into any more foreign dignitaries while we're here. You look fancy. Not someone relevant? I see. If you're looking for Commander Bales, she's leading the security detail at Michelin for the day. The dignitaries will be staying at the state guest house, making it the focal point of our defense. So that means you're running the show here in place of the commander right now, huh? I don't know. Can Little Miss Warrant Officer really stand in for the great Commander Bales? Well, that was uncalled for. Regardless of your concerns, I used to do this all the time when the former commander was slacking. And I'll be perfectly fine in Commander Bales' absence too, you'll see. Keep up the energy, and you might just pull through. So basically all the time. She was in charge all the time. Because when was that guy not slacking? Okay, we don't even get to see Commander Bales today. Okay, car. Wait, where's car? Here's car. Let's go to mines. Just check all. Oh, Mr. Hayworth is here. But just check all our bases. Make sure we've seen everyone I care about. You know, Chief, you were pretty dang terrifying yesterday. Alec ended up getting the same verbal beating that you usually give us. If you're gonna scold your child, you'd better do it right. It's for their own good, after all. You'll understand if you ever become a parent yourself someday. I'll take your word for it. Oh, the little kid that went into the mine? I was kind of surprised that wasn't a quest. Unless it was, then I just didn't talk to the right person. The mine is closed for the day. Okay. Man, Mom and Dad yelled at me again. All I did was go to the back of the mine. What's so bad about that? It is not a place for children. Okay. Mr. Hayworth is probably in the store. If I had to guess. Or he's in one of the rooms at the inn. Nope, he's right here. Hi, Mr. Hayworth. Did you come to do business with Daddy? That's exactly right, Kimmy. I have a lot of goods for him to see today. I even brought along that Mishy plush you've had your eyes on. Wow, really? Hooray! There's nothing more uplifting than a child's smile. Okay. Sometimes Mr. Hayworth gives us interesting information, and then sometimes he gives us nothing. Let's go here, so I can go to the doll studio. Dang it. I did not want to fight this. But at least our CP is back up, which is something. No. I hate these plants. Shut. Yeah. Okay. Back to the car. I just wanted to see if we could maybe run into Campanella again, because we can't go into the geofront to go down to Jonah's little base. Where is that? Oh, hello. Okay, who else do I need to speak to? I guess Tangram Gates, and then it'll just be the people left in Crossbell. The only person I really need to speak to here is Douglas. Who might not even be here. Oh no, he is here. It's good to see you, Deputy Commander Douglas. The SSS, you've come at the perfect time. I was just about to take a breather. Why don't you keep me some company while you're here? Knowing you, your idea of hanging out is probably a round of combat practice. As tempting as that sounds, I don't have time for my usual lunch break workout. That says a lot about how busy you are. Well, it's only to be expected, seeing as the main session of the conference is just 24 hours away. I intend to make sure our security setup during the proceedings is as infallible as it can be, but the factors to consider are constantly shifting. I'll need to meet with Commander Bales again tomorrow morning. She's currently in charge of guarding Michelin for the remainder of the day. Your concern is understandable, considering how many heads of state will be in one place at Orcus Tower tomorrow. Though no matter how hard you try to prepare, there's always going to be something that needs improving. Sure, but it'll be easier to rest at night with the CGF taking the lead on things. Especially with old Thunderbolt Douglas back in their corner. Thunderbolts? It's been a while since I've gone by that name. That's what some used to call me before I was shipped off to the police academy. Thunderbolt this, Steven that. I've never understood the fascination people have with these silly nicknames. They both sound fitting to me. Okay, that's enough of the teasing. As I was saying, we'll be going the extra cells tomorrow morning to ensure the security during the conference is infallible. Leave the strategizing to us. The SSS has its own duties to focus on. Can do, sir. Thunderbolt, huh? That one takes me back. Okay, that's all you have to say. Thunderbolts. Interesting. This was not the exit. This way was the exit. Back to the city. I really wonder where Nielsen is. Because they said he was visiting a friend. You want to see Kia? Oh, hello, Reese. Pardon me, Sister Juju. I'll be teaching Sunday school at Mines tomorrow. Okay, so she'll be at Mines tomorrow. And I wanted to ask about a troubling story I heard. Apparently some sort of bizarre incident occurred along the mountain path earlier this year. Now that you mention it, I do recall something strange happening in the area. I believe there were eyewitness reports of spectral monsters appearing in the old ruins near the village. Is there anything more you can tell me? I suppose so, though I don't know all the details myself. There I was, teaching class in Mines with Sister Hatina, when suddenly things took a turn for the worse. The father of one of the girls, her name was Kimmy, by the way, came marching right in. You see, he was worried that this wasn't what I had in mind. So she wants to know about the ghosts that bell artifact summoned at the moon temple. Oh! Hello, Nielsen. Well, this is a pleasant surprise, Nielsen. That's a mighty fine liquor you've brought. Of course he brought alcohol. A bit on the pricey side, though, huh? Oh, that's quite all right. It was given to me as a gift to begin with. I would be more than happy to share it with you. Then in that case, what do you say we get to the bottom of this bad boy? Very well. It's been far too long since we enjoyed a drink together. I don't mind keeping anyone company so long as they can put up with my trivial ramblings. In any case, it's good to know that Quint is still doing well. This old guy is friends with everyone. I didn't realize Nielsen was back in town. We are going to have a lot of catching up to do tonight. Interesting. It would also be interesting if they moved Randy's father, if he even is dead, to... Oh! Is this Noelle's mom? Hello, everyone. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Excuse us. We didn't mean to interrupt you while you were paying your respects. Noelle told us about this grave just recently. Yeah, it belongs to the father Fran and I lost around 10 years ago. You always know this sort of thing is possible, having a family member in active service, but nothing could have prepared us. That was a long time ago, though. Nothing worth crying over now. I suppose you can consider it a reminder to value your lives today. Never forget the people who would mourn you if you left them behind. Don't worry, Mom, we won't. But I was going to say, I wonder if they're going to bring Randy's father here, if he even is actually dead, which... Unless I see you die, you're not dead. Still the mystery one. Okay. That was interesting. I did not expect to see Noelle's mother here, and we got to find Nielsen, so I don't have to worry that we're missing out on Nielsen today. Why are there always so many people? Yo. I understand that Sister Reese asked to be entrusted with tomorrow's trip to Mines in your stead, is that right? Yes, she told me she has a wealth of experience teaching Sunday school. Pardon me, Archbishop, but is something wrong? Should I be concerned about Sister Reese? You've asked about her rather frequently since her arrival. So he totally knows that she's been sent here as, like, a spy. No, it's nothing so dire. I'm merely concerned over the girl's work habits. Report to me right away if you learn of any further developments with her. Yes, Archbishop. Which means he definitely knows why she wants to go to mines. I want to know more about what's going on with the church people. The unveiling ceremony was today. Looking up at that tower from 40 floors below, I'm sure any child would think it goes straight into the heavens. The little ones are probably beside themselves with excitement right now. Okay. There's nothing I can steal here. I don't think there are too many more places we have to check other, before we finish out the quests. Which is nice. Okay. I think it's just the back alley, Station Street, and the entertainment district then. Yo. The first part of the trade conference is underway as we speak. Owing to that, the police officers on patrol in the back alley look even more stressed than usual. You can tell by how close of an eye they're keeping on Crimson & Co. Okay. What does Imelda have to say to us? Well, isn't this interesting? People on the Orbital net just can't stop chittering and chattering about Orcus Tower. I can't wait to see how many tourists it's going to bring to town. A little economic boost is never a bad thing. I should try to get my hands on a piece of real estate with an excellent view of the tower while I still can. Okay. Still just the same items. I have 10k though right now. That's something. First Division is watching them. Okay, we don't need to do anything. All right, then Entertainment District it is, and then we can finally finish the other quests. Is anyone staying in the Hotel Millennium? I never really check in here. But I guess it is possible for one of the dignitaries to have decided to stay at the hotel instead of Michelin. We already got this book, right? Yeah. And let's just talk to Elia. Alright, the conference attendees will be visiting the theater today. We'd only be in the way, so let's visit another time. Okay. Even though we know they're not there right now? Of course Gantz is back here. Dang it, finally win some dough and already it's gone up in smoke. I'm told Orcus Tower's unveiling ceremony was quite well received. I'll take a look at it for myself once I have time to spare. Is that it? Okay, to Station Street then. You're just tourists. This is Billy. Who am I doing this quest for? Are they in the station? Man in Black. Hey Lloyd, that guy there is giving off some real intense vibes. Don't tell me he's our client. Excuse me, sir, we're with the special support section. I've been waiting for you. Thank you for coming. He has a character portrait. And he looks kind of like the attendant of Olivert. Is that what his name was? He looks like Olivert's like assistant or whatever. My name is Mueller. I work as a talent manager for Erebonia's music industry. A pleasure to make your acquaintances. A talent manager? He doesn't look the part at all. If anything, he feels more like a bodyguard. I get the sense that I've heard of him somewhere before. Is something wrong? No, not at all. It's all right with you. Would you mind giving us the specifics of your request? You mentioned something about a missing musician, as I recall. I take it that means you're their manager? That's correct. We traveled to Crossbell as part of a concert tour. However, the moment I took my eyes off him, he went missing. That puts me in a tight spot. I've little to go on in a city I'm not familiar with. I could see that posing some difficulty. Crossbell City is larger than most. Yes, though I'm sure that won't be the only hurdle to contend with. In any case, could I ask you all to begin the search immediately? Sure, let's find that musician. Of course, we're here to help. Could you give us some more details about this musician we're looking for? Gladly. My client goes by Olivier. It's so Olivert. My client goes by the name Olivier Lenheim. He's a blonde man, yep, in his 20s, often clad in a white coat and sporting a lute. A lute? Wouldn't that make him stand out like a sore thumb? So it's the dude who was at Wazy's bar. How hard could it be to find this guy? If only things were so simple. A mere search and retrieval mission wouldn't be an issue ordinarily. But you see, Olivier's personality is a bit, shall we say, problematic. He has an incurable need to stick his nose in other people's business, only to cause more trouble in the process. To be frank, he's a nuisance, a fool, and a real pain in my... Excuse me. I see. Ideally, I'd like you to find him right away, so as to keep his tour schedule intact. But I know better than to get my hopes up. You'll be doing me enough of a favor if you could simply grab him before he gets himself into any incidents. You're starting to sound less like his manager and more like his babysitter. Either way, it explains exactly what kind of person we should be on the lookout for. Do you have any idea what sort of areas might pique his interest? Well, if I had to say, Olivier has a tendency to be drawn to bustling crowds or places of ill repute. He also fancies himself a gourmet, so he might have slipped away to some sort of eating establishment. Basically, if it's any place someone could stir up trouble, you can bet it's on his radar. The downtown district, back alley, and entertainment district are the first places that come to mind in that case. I'd say you're on the right track there. But I've already combed the entertainment district, as it so happens. You'll be better off excluding it from your search. He undoubtedly knows I'm looking for him, so he's probably avoiding the most obvious spots. That complicates things. But if he's drawn to large crowds, then the Harbor District may also be worth checking out. I believe Mishi is scheduled to make an appearance there today. I see. It sounds to me like you have a good list of possible destinations. My apologies. I wish I had more concrete information to offer you. Don't worry about it. This is plenty. If there's nothing else we need to know, we'll get started right away. Best of luck. I'm counting on you. And if he refuses to cooperate, don't be afraid to use force. In fact, I invite it. A good slap upside the head should do. Sure thing. What kind of weird relationship does he have with this guy? So I know where he is because I've already seen him. So I didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to buy. But I don't want to miss out on any, like, cutscenes, I guess, is the word for it. But, like, I know where he is.